What's up, everybody? My name is Erin, and welcome to the Mad Maker Studio. It's Casual Friday, and today we are going to be playing the Universe for Sale Prologue. The game I don't believe is slotted to come out until 2022, so this is a fantastic opportunity to see if I am going to be throwing money at the developers for the full release. Oh, I'm already loving it. Okay, so Lila, brush your teeth. It's bedtime. Mommy! Mommy! What is it? Didn't I just tell you it's time to sleep? Not without a story! Listen to her, the little rascal. Take it easy. Again with this dusty old book, will you ever get tired of it? Never. Please, just one more time. You win. Give it to me. In a time before time was a boy without a name. He had neither mother nor father. He knew neither shape nor frame. The wind does not know his birthplace, the day the mountains have forgotten. Firstborn alone, unbegotten. Before you were my quiet listener, before myself recounting the story. Before mother, father, and grandfather, before memory, sorrow, and glory. Before verses that twist and turn, and letters sent across the far earth. Before heroes whose legends would burn, and gathering around the night hearth, when everything was unordered, but together in a single spot. The sky above still folded, maybe upright or maybe not. In a time when the ground didn't know where to lie. When the seas over sound hadn't flowered, rising high. The seed of time, still unplanted, had yet to grow fast. Neither fate had been written, nor was the past. What is said, what is known, is that the child was alone, in that abyss of darkness unsown. Interesting. Oh, this is so cool. What do I do? Do I find shelter? I am in love with this art. Go to the Hinnon Tea House. Why were we on the ground? Oh my gosh, it's like a comic book. I love it. Oh, we're a skeleton.
Bad weather, eh?
Yes. Dialogue choices. I love it. One can't even see a thing out there, or I've seen worse. At least nothing I can't handle, but it looks like your place is the only one that's open.
You're a tough one, eh? With this acid rain, few willingly leave their homes. Damned shields, if only they worked as they should. Lucky we get the usual clients. Otherwise, I would have closed this place many years ago.
Shields, acid rain. I feel like that's another. Am I from here? Shouldn't I already be knowledgeable or have knowledge of this universe? But sure, colony. Does the colony have many technical issues?
For Nohiak's sake, I couldn't get much worse. For Nohiak's sake, couldn't get much worse than this. It's been centuries since the colony has ceased being self-sufficient. Bartering is the only reason it hasn't collapsed yet.
Bartering? Am I not from here?
Precisely. The old Jovian mining colony has become one of the most picturesque and infamous holes of the solar system. Have a tour once the storm abates.
Okay, so I can still ask about the other options, so shields? What's wrong with the shields?
It's been years since the shields have started to fail. Turbulence makes them obsolete. Every damn time we get a bad storm, all the shit from the atmosphere rains down on us.
Isn't there anyone that can fix them?
Everyone here minds their own business. Many pretend the problem doesn't exist or that it always was what you see. A shitty pile of scraps.
Acid rain? Is this rain so dangerous? Yes, and it looks like we've been in it a time or two ourselves.
For Nohiak's sake, you're not from Jupiter, are you?
Okay, I thought that was Jupiter, but I also didn't want to assume we were like still in the Milky Way galaxy, so to speak. I admit that I'm not from around here.
Well, since you asked, the rain is liquid hydrogen, highly corrosive, highly flammable. Not by chance our colony is protected by curtains woven with dimantarium. Those big orange tarpaulins are wrapped around the buildings. I'm learning all kinds of new words. Precisely. When the shields are out of order, it's the curtains that save our asses. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You must be freezing. What can I do for you, sir?
What services do you provide here? I'm looking for someone. What services do you provide here? Sorry, but I have no idea of the sort of place this is.
This is the famous Hinon Tea House. Which would be me. We have teas and infusions of all kinds, the most peculiar available here in the colony, and all of them are prepared by yours truly. Here, have a menu with our fan favorites.
Ooh. Oh, we get to choose. Oh, I love it. So we got podla berries, tea that flares a bright blue when exposed to oxygen, very bitter, extremely invigorating. Oyala leaves, a very dark and dense tea. Its outward appearance is contrasted by its sweet and delicate taste. Or chalsap, a green tea with a tangy aftertaste, turning sweet after a couple of seconds after ingestion. Very relaxing. Well, I'm a sucker for green tea, so I'm gonna pick that one.
Chalsap, great choice. Now the tables are all full. As soon as the tea is ready, you can have it here at the counter.
Thank you, but I'm actually looking for a person, a girl.
A girl? Wait, wouldn't you be Lila's friend?
Yes, Lila's friend. I don't like how that's in quotations.
Then you have a booking here. That girl, she never told me who would be coming with her. She just calls me out of the blue asking to keep a table for her, and I say, aye, who else is coming? She behaves as her usual self. Enon, if you don't mind your own business, I'll burn that shack of yours to the ground. I think I've been speaking long enough. Lovely girl, anyhow.
She my daughter? It appears to be the case, indeed.
Lila isn't here yet. You can wait for her at your table in the middle of the room where everyone can see you.
Oh, look at all these cool characters. I could take a look around while waiting for Lila. I sure want to. Who's this friend? Good evening. Good evening. Oh, forgive me. I was calibrating the comm drivers. Isan, at your service. I work at the hydroponic plant. And my friend here is Tino. Nice to meet you. Excuse him. He is unable to speak right now. We're sharing our vocal processor until we can find another for cheap. Today's Wednesday and it's my turn. Very practical.
Another cultist, I see.
Priest.
Look at yourself, son. What has your belief brought you? You're more bones than flesh, and you still call yourself a man. Anyways, you've come just at the right time. I was attempting to bring the soul of this young woman under the protection of the Parthenon. Would you like to join and listen?
It's very entertaining. He was just telling me that they have a specific god for everything. For instance, there's this one that's in charge of making people go to the bathroom, car or something.
Arnis, the god of the bodily sphere, the one you insult every day with your profane cuts.
Please, no need to lose our cool. We have our own gods too, you know? But no one knows what their names are, or exactly how many there are. They're on the other side of the Satori, and only the enlightened can name them.
There's nothing of the sort. A man who wants to reach what you call enlightenment is just a fool who'll provoke the wrath of the gods.
Whatever you say, everyone is entitled to their own beliefs after all. Oh, cool, he follows my mouse. I love that little detail. Oh, another initiated. Nice to make your acquaintance. I'm Khan. My pleasure. I imagine you have left your name behind, being a master. It's an easy guess, given the sheer number of separations you have. But I see that your ears are still in their original place. I recall my own master suggesting me to start exactly from those for the detachment. I couldn't sleep at night, even with the best sleeping pills I could get my hands on. Then I put myself in the hands of the cult. They made me understand that my past was like a wall separating me from my pillow. I had to accept that in order to sleep again. Then away with the ears. I've never slept better than since the procedure. You, however, appear not to have any problems with the past. Oh, I see now. Her ears are like, they're there, but they're not attached to her. Oh, that's so interesting. I actually do have some, but I accept them willingly. Good for you. Okay, I'm still loving that he follows the mouse around. That's such a small detail, but I appreciate it so much. I want to talk to these guys.
You smell foreign.
I come from very far away.
Name's Bandar. I help with the fat human body on in chores that needeth strength. If you need me, you can find me here for the right compensation, of course.
I'll keep that in mind. I had never seen an ape like yourself.
Welcome to Jupiter Bone Ball. Orange storms like manes of cyber orangos, 'tis what human Bale says, always asking for help the lazies. You know, started as some kind of slavery, 'tis what they thought. But it's stupid, easy to control. But chips made us more intelligent than they.
Well, why didn't you gain the upper hand then?
Why? To us, having 400 kilos the same as for one human ballet pay us to do that, we happy.
I understand. That was a lot to follow. I was more concentrated on how to say whatever was popping up in the text boxes than to really focus on what was being told to me. Hi, interested in a cat? No thanks, I'm allergic. Good, because I wouldn't let you have it over my dead body. Those don't look like cats, they look like ferret rabbits. These are not normal cats, you dum-dum. These are Lomri. They only live on Jupiter. I traveled here from Ceres only for them. I'm a breeder, you know. I own 85 at the moment. I was just now asking Bendar whether he was available to reach a small nest they have established behind the windmills.
You got the credits.
50 for each specimen, my friend.
7 jaw.
Let's make it 60.
6 jaw 5.
Okay, deal. So damn stingy, these Rangos.
Sure to make deals with you, Billy.
Well, those voices were choices. Can I go any further? Nope. All right, let's sit down.
Wow, heck of a lightning.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was him or Lila or somebody else.
Let's hope the curtains hold up. I wouldn't want to build the place from the ground up all over again. Just out of curiosity, you're in the cult, aren't you?
Is it so obvious? I imagine it's hard not to notice.
Let's say you don't go unnoticed. A cousin of mine was into that kind of thing. She detached her own head and feet, told me it was to reach enlightenment.
I'm sorry, at the beginning, I was under the impression this was a children's bedtime story. That's okay, I'm loving it.
You must be crazy to detach all those body parts. If aliens existed, they would probably look just like you. Forgive me, didn't mean no offense.
None taken. I'm actually happy to talk about it.
Good. Here at the Henon Tea House, everyone, and I repeat, everyone is welcome to make themselves at home. Anyhow, here it is, infusion of Charl.
And we got a relaxing achievement.
Roar! Woo! What a boom! Returning to what we were saying before, my cousin used to say that without her head, she could think more clearly. Is that true?
It's one way to see it. So fascinated.
I guess. And you and Lila, how did you two meet?
Henon, stop nosing around. Okay, need to think of a voice for her that's different from my normal voice.
Hello to you too, Lila. The teacup is ready.
And I don't want to do a Valley Girl voice because I feel like I do that all the time. Maybe I'll just do my defunct Southern voice. Thanks, Henon. Kind as usual. Excuse him, I think that guy got this place just to snoop around in people's personal stuff. And her hair is so cool. She Cthulhu? Is the cult for the old gods?
Always a pleasure.
He always has to have the final say. I have not interacted with him enough to be annoyed with him. I have not interacted with him enough to be annoyed with him, is what I was trying to say. So I'm gonna say no problem. Don't worry, I find him likable. Sure.
Anyway.
Why are we so nervous? You appear surprised. Did you think I wouldn't show up?
I didn't doubt you'd come.
It's just that I'm happy we can finally meet. Ah, you're too easily pleased. The fact is, around here, every day is exactly like the one that came before. Trust me when I say that sometimes it's a blessing to meet a foreigner. Someone besides the usual market clientele, and Henon clearly.
You're right, looks quite boring. Looks like a nice place to me. I haven't been here long. I can't make a judgment like that so fast.
What I've managed to see, this colony is very interesting. They say that Jupiter's markets are a continuous flow of humanity. People from all around the system finding themselves here. It's supposed to be exciting. Yeah, can't really disagree with you on that. Maybe I've just lost that something that helped me see the novelty of humanity. Anyhow, do you like the chow?
Yes, I used to drink it quite often.
The chal is the only tree that actually hails from Jupiter. In a way, I think it derives from a Terran olive tree or something similar. You can easily see it growing in the most unexpected places, but it's quite difficult to recognize. All bark and no leaves, I honestly have no idea how it survives. From the pressed bark, one can extract from the lymph to make the herbal tea. Damn, Henon, as the idiot that he is, forgot to turn on the candle. Inside the teapot is a piece of bark kept at boil. The lymph from the bark quickly clots if the temperature is allowed to drop. The entire content of the pot would become a single piece of gelatin. And after a couple of days, the pot itself will become a small, barky sapling. It's a nervous plant, but a very relaxing tisane.
The heat of the fire melts nervousness away.
Yes, I guess so. And 13, 16.
Are you counting? What are you counting?
Nothing. I was just counting the seconds that separate the lightning from thunder. Speed of sound is about 300 meters a second. All this considered, the eye of the storm will be around 5 kilometers from where we are now. Two temporary distinct phenomena, but without a single origin. I know it's stupid, but noticing it makes the relativity of time seem more tangible.
Think about it often?
You spend a lot of time thinking about these things? Yes, it's the kind of stuff I like. Sometimes I feel like people don't really get what I'm saying. You, for instance. Are you interested in my work?
Oh, are we colleagues, perhaps? I don't know, I just like it. Must there be a reason?
Whatever. At the bazaar, there are several things and trinkets that are much more useful or interesting. That stuff is useless and very hard to get.
Couldn't I understand it?
What's with all these questions?
I like asking questions, or I would have a few contributions to the conversation. Again, I'm not quite sure who my character is or what their expertise is, so I'm just going to be like, I like asking questions.
In general, I tend to like stories, and yours looks intriguing.
Okay now. We're looking awfully skeletal here, and we're collecting people's stories. I know for a fact I have played this game before. While you're here, check out my playlist for Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. It's one of my favorite games, and I highly recommend everyone check it out. I'll put a link in the description.
In general, I tend to like stories, and yours looks intriguing. And do you think that's positive? The infusion must be complete by now. Allow me. Thanks. Oh, I love the little side panels that pop up and then you still get animation over here. It's chef's kiss. I love it. Forgive me. Sometimes I'm a bit peevish, I know. And the little icons drinking tea, I love it. First time I saw you, you came across as quite confused, but I don't doubt your intelligence. Your face tells me you've seen many things in your life. Indeed, a few. There are never enough things to see. I'd like to know your story. It's not that easy. I will try my best to understand. It's okay. As I told you in the bazaar, I make small universes.
Universes?
I extrapolate them using ordinary matter as a building material. It's simpler if I use liquids, like the tea in this cup.
Oh, we're interacting. Oh,
I love it. I can shape them, giving them any form I wish.
oh.
The shape changes the physical rules of each universe, from how time develops to how much time passes from the Big Bang to thermal death. One that I find particularly interesting is the circle. So this is a type of universe essentially like ours.
Like ours with stars, planets, and the like?
Yes, of course, but I'm actually referring to time. You see, where it starts is also the point where it ends, only to start again in a cosmological theory. It's called the Big Bounce.
It's incredible.
Material, instead, determines the fundamental qualities of each universe. If you use Charlin, you would obtain a universe similar to ours. A universe that could be thought of as modest. Life is rare, but on the planets where it is spontaneously arises, it takes root like moss on a stone wall.
Lila, if what you're saying is true, you create new realities with life, maybe even people.
I'm not creating anything. The universe is already there. Somehow, I just make them visible. And obviously, they are not exactly as you see them here. This is just a relativistic representation.
But it's here, right in front of our eyes. Lila, you're like a goddess.
You don't understand.
I understand completely. I think you're underestimating. Smash!
I am not a god.
Well, your hair is telling me otherwise, Lila, so cough up.
Never gonna be like my dad. He can't tell me what to do. I'm my own eldritch horror. 2 seconds. The storm is almost here.
It is? Lila, I must go now.
What?
Sorry, I really mean it. I will get in touch soon, I promise.
What? It's because I got all nervous. Forgive me. I told you it's complicated.
No, believe me. I have something to do. I can't put it off. I just noticed that we don't have a neck. Connecting our head to our body.
Lila, I want to know more about your universes. okay, but
I will show up again.
can you at least wait until it stops raining? For crying out loud, it's not water, it's acid.
I want to, but can't. Enjoy your evening, Lila.
Good night. Zero seconds.
All right, game developers. I will give you my money for the full release.
Signal lost. Holy, he got away again. We must find him or else Uncle will kill us.
Oh, this is so cool. Okay. Yeah, game devs, I'm going to give you my money. I'm already fully invested in this universe for sale. And I cannot wait for the full release. Thank you so much. And thank you, the viewer, for joining me on this episode of Casual Friday. I will leave a link in the description for this Prologue game so you can check it out for yourself and perhaps also be interested in purchasing the full release because I'm loving the art style. I like the little animations. The branching dialogue choices are a big plus for me, again, because replayability value. I take that to heart a lot. I don't know what else to say. This has just been, it was just the right amount of a taste of a game that I cannot wait to play fully. So thank you once again for joining me for this week's episode of Casual Friday. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I hope to see you next time. Bye!